The Legacy Experience has been brought to you in part by Sage, Cortland, Islander Precision Fly Reels, Suffix, the world's most hardcore fishing line.
On this edition of the Legacy Experience, we'll be taking a look at some of the best moments of 2013, from targeting leading points, searching inshore pocket kelp, dry fly line subsurface presentations, and the top fly patterns for saltwater fly fishing for salmon this season. Today I'll be covering strategies and techniques for locating early season salmon on the fly by targeting leading points. The waters around Calvert Island are some of the best in the world for saltwater fly fishing for salmon, and the techniques we'll cover today will up your chances for early season salmon on the fly.
You can see when the Pacific is like a lake, how much of this lake is like still waters. Just these fish have all that ocean vitality. This is to the backing twice. Unbelievable. There's no other fishing like this. That's why it's so rewarding. In my opinion, Legacy Lodge, where it's moored in Darby Channel, near Pendlington Island, is one of the best base locations nestled in the Great Bear Rainforest to do this incredible sport of saltwater fly fishing for salmon. Chrome bright fish. July 15th it starts. Today's all about that early season fishery. Be a bit of a challenge. Yeah. About the same year class. Oh man, that was wild. You just, okay. These fish are on anchovies. As that fish got closer, I just saw him spit up an anchovy. And what's amazing is after messing around with these early migratory, early season salmon, finding out what bait they're on. And the anchovy was exactly what you'd expect. Classic Rhys Davis size. This is summer paradise. No doubt about it. You see that fish at the surface? You can't figure out what's going on. Well, thank you for the little indicator. It's good to know what they're eating. There you go. It's incredible. These fish just to see that anchovy. You don't usually get a chance to see exactly. When you're catching and releasing these fish, it's not like still waters where you can use a throat pump. But when they regurgitate just a little bit of bait in their last little bit of battle, it gives you just a prime indicator exactly what you want to be fishing. That's a classic early season anchovy pattern.
On today's show, we'll be targeting inshore pocket kelp silvers on the fly, a technique that is perfect for big northern coho that are hiding off the backside slack currents of leading points in the kelp, waiting to ambush feed on juvenile herring, anchovies, and needlefish. A behavior once thought to be solo big Chinook behavior, as we will discover today, also key for big northern silvers that can be just as smart conserving energy and stealthy targeting bait fish.
Oh,
Where is he?
What?
He's gonna come out the end of the rocks.
That is completely awesome.
That is so cool.
I've never seen that before. It just keeps heading towards the shore like that. But it's actually 60 feet the other way. We got to rip through this kelp with a line. Come on, baby. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Phil, these waters, man, are unbelievable.
Aren't they fun?
There's no other word for it.
Love how he hit that thing.
Came out of nowhere. Look at this thing. Wow, it's nice to have someone running the boat,
Yeah, you
man,
wanna
that
get on
knows
top of
what
him?
they're doing. That's awesome.
See if we can get him out of there. Scare him out of there.
See where he is? I got to get around this kelp. There you go. Don't try that at home. Yeah, we're free now, buddy.
Good job. Move back out of here.
Woo. Yes, it hurts. Oh man, that was awesome. I'll remember that take for a long time.
Wow.
Now these waters, Phil, are, I just can't believe it, 18, 20, 25 feet of water, shoals to go out just where they should. Beautiful white shoals where you can mark bait. I wonder if one of these beautiful northerns has moved in. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I don't think you're finished yet. Oh, nice fish.
well, look at the bloody size of it. This thing was waiting in the kelp, man.
Yeah.
This is an ambush feeder. Oh my goodness, this fish is over 12. That was really cool being guided into that fish. I enjoyed that immensely.
That was fun to watch him blow up on that thing. What a take it was.
I love this saltwater fly fishing. It's a lot on gut too. You know what I mean? Feel.
Yeah, it is. Knuckles.
Yeah, and sore knuckles. Oh, come on, baby, yeah.
Look at that.
See what Phil's doing here? He's actually working the fish out to the deep so we stand more chance of landing it. They love sparse flies here. Like I've never seen anything like it.
That's a solid 12 pounds. That's a nice fish.
Nice. Holy cow, we're only in July here, man.
Think he's finished here?
Oh no. Oh. Oh yeah, baby. We got to get this fish just a little closer. I'm with the owner of Legacy Lodge today, Phil Dawson, and we're in the revered waters of Fitzhugh Sound off Calvert Island. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to tell you. This is You see the size of this fish? It's actually ambushing like a Chinook would. Oh, I've never seen that Chinook behavior on coho. Big northerns up at Rivers Inlet. We're off Calvert Island. Isn't that a bar? Unbelievable.
Here you go.
Man,
What a beautiful buck. Look at that.
if you get the chance to come out to Legacy Lodge, Phil, this is a heck of a brace of a fish. Oh, thank you for that incredible battle. What a bar of crum. See you, buddy.
Nice job, Mark.
Oh,
Great job on the kelp. Nice job.
Bill, you've
That
got
was
some-
impressive.
You got an incredible lodge here. Incredible.
It's fun. Fly fishing is brand new on it.
Yeah.
The fish are here, they're accessible, and to have that kind of a quality of fish on the fly rod.
I'll be flying into the Great Bear Rainforest region of British Columbia in search of silver salmon on the fly, utilizing dry lines in the shallow kelp-filled shorelines of Rivers Inlet. My destination will be a floating lodge called Legacy Lodge, moored in Pendlington Bay, in one of the truly last unspoiled bastions for wild salmon and wild river ecosystems in British Columbia that is government and First Nations protected within this over 200-mile stretch of pristine British Columbia coastline.
These are sandy shoals, white. You can see where the bait will pass right over those shoals. Those fish have got safety in that kelp to dart out, and they've got safety on that side that there's nothing that can predate on them because they never lose that juvenile imprint. All right, let's put a couple on the shoals there, should we? That's the most visible point a bait fish will ever be, when it's passing over those shoals. And I want to fish beyond it and those pockets. And there's a nice little piece of water I don't want to miss there. Just drop it in. Now with this new Cortland trout boss, in order to cast these new fast shooting distance heads, you do really want to try to roll out the majority of the shooting head. Even at that point, there's still shooting head, 65 feet of it. And that's how they're getting their big distance casting lines. So that's the whole head out. So to punch it, you could take it just one haul and put the whole line out, keeping in mind that that 65-foot portion must be nearly out the tip of the line in order to get that forward punch when you're hauling on your back haul and your forward. So there's the line there. I can still feel the shooting head portion, the weight forward line, but it's just so simple. Once it's out, the whole line just goes out really easy. Oh yeah. I'll take this whole fishing in tight for silvers even further. If you find shady points and kelp, they are literally getting out of the sun. Oh yeah. Wow, all big northerns. Oh, spectacular fish. Can we get one more of those? Oh, there he goes. Do you notice how all these fish are in about the same year class that we're finding in the kelp like that? Very exciting. We're seeing smaller fish bust on bait 100, 200 feet out, but these big bad boys are right in tight. Wow, that's a nice fish. Dry line fishing for silver salmon on the fly. This is as good as it gets. Unbelievable. And I love when you're fishing those shorter 9-foot leaders down to a 20-pound tippet, that the extra confidence you get in landing these big fish. Wow. Incredible, buddy. Look at that big, thick northern. Whoa, just perfect. Look at that fly, just. Look how thick its back is. Just powerhouses. We've been in Rivers Inlet today, some of the best saltwater fly fishing grounds you'll find anywhere. This is just, these are all big wild fish. Isn't that an incredible fish? Big on bright fish, saltwater fly fishing for salmon. Unbelievable. Just gotta get that hook out. Single barbless, little tiny Clousers. There we go. That one's pretty shredded. But that's what they're eating. We'll see you, buddy.
On today's show, I'll be covering the famous Bob Clouser fly patterns that have revolutionized saltwater fly fishing for multi-species in open salt waters. I'll also be covering leading-edge strategies for searching and locating new waters to find early season northern coho and chinook in Rivers Inlet near Legacy Lodge. Join me today for a look at the exciting sport of saltwater fly fishing for salmon.
Today we'll be talking about one of the most effective flies ever designed, and that's the Clouser minnow. Oh, I just love these fish. It looks like the northerns have moved in. We're starting to move into mid-season fishing. Towards the end of July, about my favorite time when the big northern silvers start coming in. Absolutely fantastic. If you haven't tried saltwater fly fishing for salmon on the west coast, specifically British Columbia, the waters we're fishing today are around Calvert Island. And the lodge we're staying at is Legacy Lodge, which is kind of a key base off Darby Channel. Oh yeah. Oh man, it's definitely one of the best spots in the world for saltwater fly fishing. I don't think Bob Clouser could possibly know how one fly pattern could be used by so many fly anglers in salt water for so many different species. Simply the most unique, versatile fly that can be used on dry lines, 175 grain, 225 grain lines, right up to 400 grain lines, tied with that perfection loop so the fly can articulate. You can see that Clouser minnow, unbelievable fly. We'll cover all about the different Clousers today for saltwater fly fishing. What an amazing fish. There's the Clouser and there's the stinger. Let's let this beauty go. There he goes. And as you can see, I've added a piece of 12 to 15 pound Suffix Invisalign to a very small Gamakatsu octopus black. And it's perfectly measured to the end of that fly so that any short biting, they've got a tendency of missing the hook. They're going to hit this stinger hook every time.
The Legacy Experience has been brought to you in part by Sage, Cortland, Islander Precision Fly Reels, Suffix, the world's most hardcore fishing line.